What's going on, guys? Brentwood Games here with more Armored Core 6, and last episode when we left off we mainly tried experimenting with some new builds as we made our way through some missions that we've seen a couple of times already. But this episode we're just going to be carrying on our way through chapter 3 and seeing if there's anything new in store for us. Yeah, it was quite interesting trying to use some of the new builds. I recommend going back and watching it. It was quite entertaining it. But the next mission we're going to be doing is attack the refueling base. Quite a fun mission, this one. A little bit tough, good level challenge, but it's another mission where we're mainly fighting PCA style forces. So I think with that being the case, I might actually try our Boom Boom Sprig Brother build, just because it's I don't know, it's quite funny. And if it doesn't work out, we'll probably switch over to our dual minigun Songbird builds. Just because the rapid fire weapons work really good against PCA with how much they move around.
System activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Take out the PCA forces and head for the energy refinery plant.
Code 1-5. Contact with AC of unknown affiliation. Suspected corporate hire. Single
I'm just going to avoid as many of the enemies that I can, that we don't have to fight, just because we are very limited for the amount of ammo we have. Just hope it doesn't mess us up later on and we end up getting overrun by enemies or something.
Code 5, unaffiliated AC. Moving to terminate. Sending.
You see that, 621? That dome's your refinery plant. I've updated your marker data. Head for the target.
So I just thought there was another fuel depot around here.
Must be after the plant. Contain the situation. Terminate it.
Looks like an independent mercenaries assembly.
Leave the analysis. Intercept. Collect any corporate data you can find. The system.
Wait. Code 1-5.
Keep that AC terminated.
Code 1-5.
Here's the Vanguard. Handle it.
It's quite funny that even with our wheelchair tank legs, that are normally very quick, we don't actually seem to. It doesn't feel like we're actually moving that fast.
Code 5, target.
It just goes to show how heavy this setup actually is. Seems to actually be working quite well so far, considering I mainly made this build as a joke. Saying that I made my first Boom Boom build as a joke. I think other than the slightly limited ammo, this version with the grenade cannons actually works a little bit better.
Requesting backup from the system. Code 7-8.
I don't know if it's just the fact that we're using the wheelchair build and they're not really designed for assault boosting all over the place. A lot of it's because of the grenade cannons we're using,
Target destroyed.
but
Work here is done,
we
621.
get taken out of assault boost when we shoot our grenade cannons, which is quite weird. Because normally you can attack like normal while assault boosting.
Attending scene.
I've identified PCA SP Special Forces.
I think these guys should go down quite quickly.
621. Eliminate them. Extra Boy. PCA SP machines. Highly mobile executioners for priority targets. Piloted by the PCA's elites. Focus on
Code 31A, the Chief Sergeant is down. Proceeding as planned.
Stay focused, 621.
Still do a lot of damage to us though.
50%. At 30%.
And obviously we've got to watch out for that attack. Does look really cool, that attack though. Definitely saw it sort of take centre stage in the trailer. I actually thought we were going to get a core part that looked like this. I do like the way a lot of the PCA parts look, but I'm not a massive fan of that one. But as you can see, on that mission you get a good payout, and then you get all the bonus pay for all the fuel depots you destroy. Repair costs are very high, but we took a lot of damage at the end there, but not too worried about that. Ammunition costs are very high as well, but you know, you get that with grenade cannons. But even still, it's a fun mission to replay. I remember it being really difficult the first time we played it, so it's kind of funny that we can just come back and sort of smash it with a build that I made in 5 minutes.
Hard to say. 621 still, at any rate, whatever the voice is up.
I was asking about bigger things. Turns out, don't spend too long dealing with the PCA, Walter.
Nice little bit of dialogue there, sort of hinting at Hannah Walters and Cinda Carla's true motivations for being on Rubicon.
One new.
Archivist Group Mercenary Liaison. V8 Pater here. Impressive work on the refuel. V4 has left me. I knew you could do it, buddy. I've got my eye on you. That is all. We at the Archivist Group.
Nice little impersonation of V4 Rusty there. But then that sets us off into some new missions. And just need to double check which decision mission we need to do. So the next decision mission we need to do is eliminate the enforcement squads. We have seen this mission before. It was the one that we did last playthrough. But it was quite a fun mission, quite tough. Got to see a very tough enemy that is much more difficult when we face them later on in the game. Destroy the Special Forces craft is also a very cool mission, but seeing as it is a decision mission, and we have had a couple of missions that have had quite a few alterations to them, I wonder if we'll get anything new this episode as well, or this time that we play it. I think we may as well do that mission next, just to see if there is anything new. And then let's see if I can find a new build to try out. So this was a guy we tried last episode. Didn't work out too well, but I think it wasn't the best suited for the situation. There's a lot of fighting indoors in this mission, so need to take something that's good in close range. And there's a target that we need to put a lot of stagger damage on as well. Not actually sure what they've got on their arm there. Just double check what they've got on their arm before I start the mission. Oh, it's the bomb thrower that we've seen in the reveal trailer. It's actually had a bit of a buff, so might actually be a good idea to test it out, because I did try it out a little bit before and I wasn't that impressed by it, and the range is a lot bigger on it as well. But I think this guy's a good option for this mission, taking G1 Michigan's armor core with us. And if some of the other weapons aren't that great for the mission and the bomb thrower isn't that great, we still have a minigun and a set of songbirds that should do a lot of work throughout the mission. Yeah, a good amount of stagger on the enemies for us.
Commence mission. Eliminate all PCA forces occupying
Code 1-5, solo AC. An independent merc, moving to terminate.
They've got the number 621. Enemy reckless to rush in.
Code 3-1A, sustaining damage.
Requesting backup. Code 7-8.
They're piggybacking on SG's Bellius link. Not the most secure of them.
Code 5, target for termination sighted.
See what this bomb thrower's got in store for us.
For heavy fire.
Actually did a massive chunk of damage there. Don't know if it's just because they were staggered. But yeah, that's got a lot of stagger damage.
This area's all clear.
Might actually be quite powerful now.
Moving 621. We're getting
We have taken a little
inside
bit
the
of
wall.
damage, but we're not the fastest when we're
remaining.
in the air with quad legs. Might actually be good for this little bit here, the bomb thrower, where we get ambushed slightly.
We're entering the structure. Code 1-5, target has reached the facility.
Where's our patrol?
It's nice to have a melee weapon that has a nice wide
Compromised.
attacking arc.
Respond with available
That's,
forces. We need time to activate the
Yeah,
HC.
consistent taking out multiple enemies. Because there's the charged laser blades that normally does a double slash. Oh no, I think it's a single slash, but you can do a double
Code 5,
360 spin with it. And the moonlight blades. But other than that,
Attempting speed.
there
Cover the warrant officer.
aren't that many melee weapons that you know, you can consistently take out multiple enemies with.
That's the new HC. Stay sharp, 621.
That comms interference must have been your work too, interloper. Corpse and mercy are all the same. Violate the law and you'll pay the price. Light and ammunition AP at 50%. Reach the system. You've made a big mistake, Burke.
He's weakened 621. Go for the jugular.
Managed to use his shield against our shield against us there. So yeah, you can see the bomb thrower is actually really bloody powerful there. Good at getting stagger damage on the targets, and good at doing damage to them while they're staggered. It's actually got quite a lot of ammo and pretty decent reload speeds. So it might be one we take with us in a couple of future builds. Has got a little bit of a weird range to it though, and I think from what I could tell, the bombs do detonate if they come into contact with the enemy before they hit their range that they normally detonate. But yeah, that was definitely cool. Like I said, I might take it on a couple of new builds with us, just because it is nice to have a weapon that's, I guess, considered a melee weapon that can take out multiple enemies. And we've got lucky a couple of times with the twin blades that Rusty uses at taking out multiple enemies, but I think that's more just because it's a multi-hit weapon and you have a little bit of travel distance while you're attacking, so you can sort of direct your attacks a little bit better. Still prefer the Moonlight Blade though. Might think about trying out the whip at some point in the future, just because I didn't get on with it all that well last time I used it, so I might see if it works any better for us.
Gun 13 Raven! You're a survivor, no doubt. Don't settle for being an independent. Join the Red Guns. Keep that unlucky number. That's all. Don't forget what I...
But yeah, nothing seems to be too new there for that mission. Let's do the heavy missile support mission. Try and take a build that should be pretty good at this mission. I think G6 Red might actually be quite good. Handgun for any enemies we get close, bazooka for dropships and any of the ball enemies. And we also have missiles on our back. That should also be good for targets at range. So I'll give this guy a go.
It's almost time, Raven. Let's head over. Hopefully the dozers won't be too dosed up on coral to make an appearance.
Main system activating combat mode.
We started without you, tourist. Get to your position.
We did arrive as scheduled. I suppose they're an eager bunch.
Nice to be on a much faster armor core this time.
We're all set, Chief. Commencing missile launch sequence.
Quite a cool paint job. This armor core as well.
Haven't met.
I like the weapon
Chatty's our
colours.
systems admin. Doesn't talk much, but he knows his stuff. Anyway, no time for pleasantries. We've got coyotes to deal with. Never thought they'd end up palling around with the PCA. Smart, but not for long. Here comes the second wave. Keep the fireworks safe.
They're coming from the front left side. Intercept, Raven.
We fired one of our missiles a bit quick there.
I almost pity the poor fools.
Which is why those guys managed to drop in. I still think we need to make a dual pistol build similar to our dual needle launcher build. I think we managed to take two guys out with one kick there.
Enjoy this. Toy box mechs. One of our spicier products. Take them out first.
It's a good thing the MT pilots aren't very good and tend to get stuck on these walls out the front here. Otherwise I don't think we'd be doing as well as we are.
Missile launch sequence at 50%.
Chatty's almost ready. Don't fail us now, tourist.
They're coming from 3 directions at once.
We got more toy box mechs. Don't let any through.
Does look really cool, the minigun turrets being on our side there, although one of them has been taken out, so you definitely need to watch this left side. It is nice how quick that missile launcher locks on.
Warship? Looks like the bigger dogs have arrived.
Don't let it burn you.
Batter up, tourist. You've blown up a warship before, right? That's the stuff. Thanks for the pre-show, tourist.
Missile launch sequence complete, Chief. Ready when you are.
You're the best, Chatty.
Assault boosting will never not be
Here
awesome.
come the fireworks. Enjoy.
Still managed to get all 3 missiles launched.
Tourist, there is the predicted impact point.
Looks like I was a little off. Well, close enough is good enough for me.
Raven. They really are like fireworks.
Always like the ending to that mission as well. That's another thing, for a defense mission you get a satisfying payoff. Ammunition costs quite high for that mission, but we did use a lot of missiles and a couple of bazooka shots in there. Repair costs are really good, but obviously the enemies aren't focusing on us, they're focusing on the missiles that you have to defend. But yeah, I'm not normally a massive fan of repair missions, but that is one that I do enjoy. Not repair, defend missions. But that is one that I do enjoy.
Chatty Stick, RAD. The Chief loved working with you. That's all I had to...
Chatty living up to his name. Not quite sure what's new. Yeah, have a quick look in the shop. I might just be some of the parts that we bought for some of our builds. I've been messing around with. Either that or I completely missed us being gifted parts. I can't see anything that jumps out. So next mission we're going to be doing is survey the uninhabited floating city, and this is quite a cool mission. Brings back ECM from previous games, and yeah, has us facing off against a gunship similar to the one that we fought at the start of the game. So yeah, it's good indicator of sort of how far we've come. Don't want to take anything with too many missiles, just because the gunship can redirect them with flares. Said I wanted to mess around with the plasma whip, and we fought this guy last episode as well, so it'd be cool to see how his build works for us.
The ECM-4.
Main system activating combat mode.
Raven, the ECM won't interfere with our contact. But it is affecting your lock-on range. Keep an eye on your surroundings.
That seemed very fast. Similar speed to some of our wheelchair builds. Won't be too great for this section where all these bomb drones are coming towards us.
I've located an ECM flight control device. See if you can access it. Confirmed. The control device is offline. Let's keep looking, Raven.
Intrusion attempt persistent. Normalization process A.
I can't find any data on this. I'm sorry, Raven. You'll have to rely on your experience. Set the flight control device.
Didn't mean to shoot there.
Confirmed. Control device is silent. Let's find the next one.
I haven't really messed around with the burst weapons too much. I did do a little bit of testing. They didn't seem to be anything too crazy.
Drone Walter mentioned? We might be able to extract its data. Let's take a look. Wait! Hostile readings.
Normalization process B2. Deploying antigens.
I was hoping that wouldn't happen.
Fight back, Raven.
Completely missed our detonating bazooka, or I think that's what it's called. Shot there.
KP at 50%. One.
So it's kind of interesting that the plasma whip, when you hold it out, much similarly to the chainsaw, it does do a little bit of damage to enemies.
The drone. Fortunately, the data we found helped to identify where the last ECM device is. I've set a marker for it. Let's check it out. It's been a long time since we've been on a mission together without Walter. The control device isn't going anywhere. Raven, that's the last of the control devices. We'll have Walter back after this.
I might go back and see what she says at some point because I've never actually finished hearing that bit of dialogue.
Systems offline. Switching to encrypted circuit.
I
Registration
might put that in at the start of the next episode.
Call sign Raven. Apologies for the intrusion. You have been followed. Contact is imminent.
So this is very different.
Forged in ash, we stand as one. This place will be your grave. Menace to Rubicon.
Call sign Raven.
And it's actually
Augmented human C4621.
hitting us against
Destroy the hostile AC.
Gilliman, is someone that we actually rescued this playthrough.
Here's the data on
Seems like Dolmayan has might have had that conditioning done to him, similar to Hannah Walter by the Arquebus group. But yeah, really didn't expect this at all. So it's cool to throwing something new at us. Give it another go with this build that we're using,
That's the last of the control
and we can
devices.
listen to that. Oh, I was hoping that we'd be able to listen to the bit of dialogue. I'll put that in at the start of the next episode for you guys, just because I'm curious as to what she says as well.
We'll have Walter back after this.
ECM systems offline. Switching to encrypted circuit. Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Apologies for the intrusion. You have been followed. Contact is imminent.
Hostile incoming. AC.
Looks absolutely awesome, but the fact that All Minds is talking to us, and she says pardon for the intrusion, I assume that means that it's actually All Minds that went after us when we played this mission before without the AC battle. So that's a little bit worrying for the story, considering the All Minds is supposed to be the group in charge of the, or you know, sort of a bit like Raven's Nest for the pilots. So I wonder if that's going to come up anymore in the story, because it definitely means that All Mind is up to something. But let's see if we can take this guy down and see if we get any more story information.
Forged in ash, we stand as one. This place will be your grave. Menace to Rubicon.
Call sign Raven. Augmented human C4621. Please destroy the hostile AC.
A direct request from All Minds through the support system? Raven, here's the data on the AC. Arena Rank A, identified as Wall Street, piloted by...
It's better this way.
Didn't work too well there.
It's better this way. You must understand, Syria.
Try being a bit more aggressive. I do struggle using the plasma whip's charge attack though. I will go with something else, just so I can get this mission finished in a good time. Take our needle launch setup just because it's got good stagger damage.
Raven, that's the last of the control devices. We'll have Walter back after this.
ECM systems offline. Switching to encrypted circuit. Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Apologies for the intrusion. You have been followed. Contact is imminent.
Hostile AC.
Forged in ash, we stand as one. This place will be your grave. Menace to Rubicon.
Call sign Raven. Augmented human C4621.
seems like Dolmayan could definitely hear some voices, potentially from a coral, similar to us and Aya here. It's taking a little longer to go down than I was expecting. And I wonder who Syria is.
Target destroyed. Good. The Rubiconian symbiosis is no more than suppression and exploitation of coral. We hope this encounter was informative. Now restoring the link to your handler. We shall speak again.
Definitely sounds like all mines got their own motivations there, just as Handler Water and Syndicala do. But yeah, that was a really like surprising curveball at the mission there. At the end of the mission there, did not expect that fight at all. Like I said, he was surprisingly tough, especially considering the parts that he's using aren't necessarily the best. But I assume FromSoftware might have tweaked the stats a little bit to give him a little bit of an advantage, and he also had some repair kits as well. So that obviously went in his favour. But got a combat log there, working a little bit closer towards our next scavenger rank, which should net us a new part. See if this dialogue's changed at all.
You again. I'm a busy man.
So I hear.
We'll get to the point.
The plan to raid the PCA.
Of course. You're here to hawk yours very well. I'll consider that.
One more thing. Gen 4 is as good a pet.
So nothing new there. Which is a bit of a shame, considering that new encounter at the end of the mission.
Laven, there's something you need to know about Dolmayan. I managed to retrieve some data from the wreckage of his AC. It's something about coral release.
Sounds a little bit concerning. Joining her on the other side. Sounds a little bit like the ramblings of a madman. But then there's mentioning symbiosis again. And All Mine mentioned they're just exploiting the coral and it wasn't true symbiosis. So does that mean All Mind is the one behind this coral release? I don't know. But it definitely seems like we're going to be finding out throughout the playthrough, which is very cool.
It seems Dolmayan really did experience contact, like you and I. Release. To free the coral, and go to the other side. The potential for symbiosis.
And was he actually talking to an entity in the coral?
Just so you know, it looks like some unknown craft data has been added to the integration program. Why don't we go take a peek?
So it sounds like we've got an an opponent. But yeah, was he actually talking to an entity in the coral? Or was he talking to All Mind, and because he's, you know, a little bit coral-addled, he thought it was an entity in the coral, maybe? Let's have a quick look in the arena. So we got another classified subject there. And it says the last of the Ibis series. And it looks like it's actually Handler Water with the guy's emblem there. It says this machine must be destroyed to remove any further obstructions, and he's greatly delayed our efforts to put the third factor in place. Revisions must be made. So if All Mind are behind the symbiosis plan, which wouldn't surprise me with what all these logs say, and Handler Water along with Syndicala want to destroy the coral, that does sort of mess up their plan quite a lot. So it makes sense that he would actually be a direct enemy of All Mind if that is their goal. But yeah, liking the fact that we're getting a lot more story information in this playthrough. But the next mission we're going to be doing is attack the old spaceport, but this episode has already turned out to be quite a long one, so I'll have to save that for next episodes. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Like I said, it's really nice getting some new story information, and I've been quite surprised by some of the little bits of information that we've have gotten, and some of the changes made to the missions, which is cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that too. If you have enjoyed the episode and have enjoyed the series so far, especially this last playthrough, because I feel like it's got something in store for us, please like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss anything. But yeah, next episode we'll just carry on and see what else is new waiting for us. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying the changes, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in this next episode.